Hey guys, this is Demo49 here, wanting to show you what I've been doing on survival mode. Now, before you see any of what I've done, this is all my own work from survival mode. I've collected all the resources that you see being used in this video. But I have designed it by using creative mode and sketches in old maths books that I have. Now, how I've done this is, this whole map is basically what I've had from the beginning of my Minecraft career, which is about coming on to its third year, I think. So I'm quite happy with what I've done, and I hope you like it as well. So let's have a look at it. So this is it. It's basically a lake house, very small because well, I don't really use it, frankly, so don't really have any use for it. But I do like the view, which I'll show you in a second. But before I do, this is my makeshift dock. I haven't come up with anything better yet, but you can park your boats, or dinghies, I've heard some people call them, in here. Now basically all this is somewhere where your boats won't float away. The water would be fixed. I haven't fixed it just yet, because prior to this recording I decided it looked kinda stupid with just a 1 block wide area. So it'll be just floating in here, and you just flick the switch so it doesn't actually float away if you bump it or anything like that. So I thought that was a pretty good concept, actually, because I've seen in many videos, like for example Blue Z Foss, in some of their adventure maps that they play, they always lose the boats, but luckily the map creator had spares in other chests. But this would be a good concept for, you know, anyone who wants to make somewhere where they can get the boats back again. So this is my Decoy House, and like I mentioned, awesome view. So basically, unfortunately, I told this in my prior videos I made of this, but they were too big to upload to YouTube, and I couldn't make them smaller because I took out all the raw recording software and files, not software, and deleted them. So what I did was I got a concept from a friend where, as a joke, he put a wooden pressure plate under a tree. When someone dug it, because his map is survival mode on a server, it fell on the pressure plate, and the pressure plate was above some dirt and TNT, and the person was killed basically instantly. But I was thinking, hey, that would be a pretty good idea, carving out something and then the item falling on the pressure plate and activating something, so basically like in a sequence. So I took that concept and put it into my base. Hate when that happens. I always get stuck on that silly ladder. Anyway, basically all I do is I get the So basically all I do is I click the item, and I wouldn't really have anything on me at the time, and fill in the hole, so they won't know that I've actually gone down here. Now I was planning to put this on a server, and I have like a private server, not a public one, and I have 3 other friends, so I designed this room specifically for 3 other persons. But if you don't trust your friends like I don't, you would consider adding something like this. And there would be a second chest over here, so basically I'll just cut it out and cut the floor, so then, as you saw, the planks would fall onto the pressure plate, and then another bit of floor would come over, so you just put the second chest over it. So basically this is what I've dug out, and I did make some mistakes, so don't think I was perfect. I had to cook up some cobblestone, and for people who don't know, if you want to make, I call it polished stone. If you want to make some polished stone, all you really got to do is you just got to get some cobblestone, put it in a furnace, and heat up the furnace. And usually you do that with either sticks or coal. Now, if you watch my early videos, you would understand this concept, but for those who don't, I'll happily describe it to you. Basically, what I've done is I've attached this switch to another piston, this totally separate piston, to this mechanism here, which intersects the power supply. Now, for people who haven't watched my video, I mentioned how power could go through solid objects. So basically, I've done this in a way so it goes before any of this and doesn't interrupt the power supply. So as you can see, it is basically right next to the door, and if I did make a mistake, whenever I flick the switch, it would just screw up. So basically what I've done is I've turned this off, and all these pistons are inverted. And how I invert them is I have a torch on the side of a stone, because everything's in stone, but you can use any other resource, by the way, and I attach it to, in my case, a pressure plate. As soon as the pressure plate is activated, the pistons open, but when not activated, they're closed, hence why they're inverted. Now let's go to my storage compartment. Now, like I said, this is my map from the beginning of my Minecraft career, so you might think I do have quite a few materials from any and all the bases I've made, and I do, but I want to make this my permanent one and literally destroy the rest. So I need more of these chests, by the way, because I have a lot of stuff in every single base I have on this. So far I have about 4 others. 2 of them are similar to this one, but I like this one because this one has way more better redstone wiring than the other ones. So possibly maybe double, maybe triple this size, and I could fit everything in. And the only downside to my water elevator concept is that it's very slow, but I do rather it because it's better than ladders, because it's less irritating. You can go up and down without any special button pressing, as I find. And as you saw, this is my food supply. So basically, it's growing nicely. Ooh, darn. Anyway, so basically this is all wheat, and I can make, as you can see, a lot of bread from this. And why I've done a slightly elevated area and a half block there is so I can get to the other side without disturbing any of this or going through the water. So all I have to do is I have to double press forwards, which, if the people don't know, is run, and then jump. So let me demonstrate. Hopefully I don't fail. Ready? Okay, missed it by that much. Alright, got it. So, not disturbing anything else, and it was relatively easy. And this is the really non-essential things. This is for decoration that I might add later, a bookshelf, because these are sugar canes. These can make books, and then from books you can make bookshelves, and so on and so forth. This was for my red wool. These are roses, and to make red wool you get, I'm pretty sure it's bone meal and roses, I'm pretty sure. Bone meal and roses. I'm pretty sure that's how I did it. I can't remember because I had them a while ago. And this is my melons. So I'm hoping you like what I've done with this base. If you want me to give a more in-depth tutorial on any things I've done here, I will happily do so. Just please rate and comment.